Hi! Welcome to World Religions. I'm Professor Celeste Harvey. In our correspondence in this class, you can feel free to address me as Celeste or Professor Harvey, whatever you feel most comfortable with. This semester, we'll study together 5 of the largest and most influential religions existing in the world today: Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and Hinduism. In this video, I want to make a few introductory comments about the expectations I have in this course. In the second video I've posted for this week, I'll provide some commentary on the supplemental reading that you need to complete for this week, Ninian Smart's Religion and Human Experience. That's a PDF, and if you look under assignments, you can download it. I recommend printing it because then it's an important reading for this class. For instance, in the second of your final papers in week 8, I'll ask you to use one of SMART's dimensions to compare and contrast 2 of the 5 religious traditions we're studying in this semester. So it'll be worth your time to watch that lecture and make sure you understand the categories SMART lays out clearly. You'll want to be using these categories as the class progresses to make sense of the readings in the textbook so that you're ready to write your paper when the time comes. Before that, though, let me say a few things about this course. First, the class moves fast. Be prepared and don't fall behind. You need to be prepared to do twice as much in 1 week for this class as you would do for a normal class in a 16-week semester. In a normal 3-hour class, you would meet in class for 3 hours, with the expectation that for every hour in class, you would be spending 2 hours outside of class reading and studying. That's 9 hours of every week in a full semester class. Here, we're covering 2 weeks every week. So 18 hours hands-on study would not be too much to ask. I don't think that the assignments here will take you nearly 18 hours each week. But given that flexibility, I do expect that you will take some time every week to explore the religions on your own. This may mean researching and bringing in supplemental material for the small group discussion, or watching the recommended multimedia clips. Second, the rhythm of the class. Each week you can expect to have readings, multimedia film clips, discussion posts, and a quiz. The readings from the textbook should be completed by Wednesday each week, in time to make one original post to the class-wide discussion board and to take your quiz. Both are due by midnight Central Standard Time. The quiz covers material in the textbook. The class-wide discussion board focuses on the material in the textbook. You should make 2 responses to the original postings of your classmates in the class-wide discussion board by Saturday night midnight. If you're looking to spread the coursework out throughout the week, the supplemental readings and the multimedia can generally be completed in the back half of the week. This material should be the focus of your small group discussion forums. The class has been divided into groups, and each person has been assigned to a small group. Each week, a different person will take leadership of the small group discussion board by posting 3 questions for discussion. These questions should inspire informed discussion by asking for the thoughtful opinion of the group. Questions which have 1 correct answer are not questions likely to inspire that kind of discussion. The class-wide discussion board is about getting the information and the facts right. In the small group discussions, I would like to see you asking questions that go beyond mere facts, and asking about meaning and significance. Each week, there will be a different leader responsible for posting the discussion questions to the small group discussion board. In the class-wide discussion board, I've posted the questions. The leader in the small group discussion board needs to post his or her question by Thursday midnight. Please post each of your discussion questions in a separate thread. That will help to keep it clear what questions the replies are replies to. Everyone has until Saturday midnight to respond to 2 of the group leader's questions. When it is your week to be the leader, you need to email me your questions 24 hours in advance of posting them, so that I can approve your questions or ask you to rewrite or rephrase them. Your questions in the small group should focus on the multimedia and the supplemental readings, as well as bringing in outside material and current events. And they should provide the opportunity for your classmates to bring what they are reading in the textbook to bear. I'll send out an email with the information about which group you are assigned to and when you are responsible for leading. Please see the grading rubric for the criteria about an excellent, a very good, a good, an acceptable, or an unacceptable discussion post. In both discussion forums, I expect your posts to be thorough, thoughtful, critically engaged, and respectful, both of the material and of your classmates. We all come from different perspectives and different life experiences. Personally, we may be devout or atheist, or simply indifferent, Christian or Hindu, Protestant or Catholic. The goal of this class is to seek what I call sympathetic understanding. That does not mean we must agree with each other. In fact, stating disagreement, done in the right way, can be a way of showing respect for another person. It shows that you take them and what they are saying seriously enough to engage. Although many assume that taking the attitude, you have your beliefs, I have mine, is a way of respecting others and giving others freedom, there is a way in which this attitude can be understood as deeply disrespectful too. Try thinking about it this way. Every religion makes truth claims, and claims about right action and right practice. To bypass the debate between all of the incompatible claims made by the great religions with the you have your belief, I have mine attitude can be seen as a way of simply saying, it doesn't really matter to me what you think is right or true, and I'm not going to take it very seriously if it contradicts what I think is right and true. Do you see how dismissive this is? Sympathetic understanding, on the other hand, takes what others say they believe and value seriously, and it attempts to understand this more. It tries to see the good in what others do and value, and it is careful to watch for the danger that might come with commitment to such beliefs and practices. One engages in the difficult task of seeking sympathetic understanding by being open to being challenged by different perspectives. Sympathetic understanding is not incompatible with thinking that the other is mistaken or just plain wrong, but it is incompatible with dismissiveness, contempt, a refusal to truly engage with the deeper meanings that a person from another perspective is trying to express, or putting up a straw man of the other person's perspective so that your position appears superior. In the context of this class, it's not appropriate to try to evangelize or convince others of the truth of your own religion or the falsity of any other. Our goal is first and foremost to understand. We cannot make a well-formed judgment about the truth or practical benefit of any of the religions. They all claim to be true and ultimately beneficial to human life, if we don't first understand what they are saying. In this endeavor, it's worth noticing that many of the claims made by these religions are incompatible with the claims made by others, and it's perfectly legitimate to point out these incompatibilities as you notice them. I consider comments of this nature evidence of your critical engagement, evidence that you are thinking seriously about the claims and the implication of the claims of these different religions. Just as an example, if God is absolutely singular, as the Islamic tradition teaches, then God cannot be a trinity, 3 persons in one substance, as the Christian tradition affirms. The two teachings on this point are logically incompatible. It's valuable to notice this. This is a big point of difference between the two, and it has big ramifications for the rest of the theology and practice, the art and philosophy of these two religions. Our task, again, in this class, is to understand these big differences and try to grasp some of their implications. It's a different task, and not our task, to judge which one is correct. This concludes my introductory comments on the class as a whole. I sent you an email with a link to a site called Sign Up Genius. If you haven't done so, please click that link and sign up for a time to call me so that we can get to know one another here as the class is beginning. I will see you again in the next lecture, and I look forward to talking to you on the phone. Bye-bye.